Hey, what's up? This is David Clayman, and I'm reviewing Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell: Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory is the third game in the Splinter Cell series, and it offers a revamped AI, level design, graphics, and offers a brand new co-op mode. The first thing you'll notice when you're playing Chaos Theory is the AI has been redone from Pandora Tomorrow. In the second game in the Splinter Cell series, the AI seemed very touchy. Guards would set off an alarm as soon as they saw even the slightest bit of Sam when he entered a room. Now there's more of a multi-tiered AI system that gives gamers a lot of leeway and allows Sam to stay in the shadows. When you enter a room and perhaps you make too much noise or you reveal yourself the slightest bit, the AI will become suspicious, but they won't go straight for the alarms. First, they'll maybe turn on a light, a flashlight, or a torch, and start moving towards the source of the noise. After they've moved to that area and you've hopefully gotten out of the way, they'll go back to their patrol patterns. This allows gamers to stay in the shadows more easily, to really judge how the enemies are going to react to their movements, and it makes gameplay overall a lot more fair. Now, if Sam does get seen, or if he just wants to get the jump on an enemy, he has a whole bunch of new combat moves, both lethal and non-lethal. On the lethal side of things, Sam has a knife which he can use for a really quick lethal jab, either to the stomach or a really quick throat slit. This move is so easy and fast that you're probably going to want to use it more often than need be. Another addition to the combat are some additions that have made to Sam's arsenal. On the heavier machine gun, he now has a sniper attachment and a shotgun attachment. Now, the shotgun attachment seems to go against everything that should be in a stealth game, but it's really a lot of fun because the amount of force it has on an enemy will send them flying across the level, and of course they'll be killed. Sniper attachment is pretty self-explanatory, and it just allows Sam to take out people from a greater distance. On the pistol, there's also a new alternate fire, which disables lights or any electrical equipment for a short amount of time. The way this works is he'll point it at the light bulb, hit the alternate fire, and then the light bulb will flicker and eventually go out. It only goes out for a few seconds though, so you're going to have to creep past it quickly, and then it'll flicker once to let players know that it's about to come back on. This weapon also works on televisions, cars, anything with an electrical component. It's the perfect addition for someone that likes to play in a completely stealthy fashion because it's non-lethal and it doesn't make any noise. Enemies will become suspicious when they see a light flicker, but they won't necessarily immediately think that someone's infiltrated the area. There's also a lot of environmental kills, which is a big addition to the game. They work pretty much the same as a lethal move with a knife, except first you grab the character, or the option will drop down to push the character over a ledge or pull him off of a rooftop. The biggest change to the game overall, and perhaps the best change, would be the level design. In a stealth action game, you want to be able to approach the enemy from multiple pathways. This gives the levels more depth, it gives the gamer more options, and offers a bit of replay value. And this is exactly what happens in Chaos Theory. You'll find yourself playing a level a second time and finding a whole new way to go about accomplishing your goals. Another aspect of the replay value that has improved is the addition of secondary objectives. These objectives don't have to be completed, but they really force a gamer to seek out every nook and cranny of a level, and they also come into play with the storyline as more information is gathered. One of the most anticipated features in Chaos Theory is the co-op missions. Co-op missions can be played both on and offline, and they aren't just the single-player levels with two characters playing at the same time. The co-op levels actually introduce a whole new set of moves that both spies can use together. All of the co-op moves are handled through the use of a single button, the co-op button, if you will. This is a brilliant design move because you don't have to learn a new control setup in order to get into co-op. You simply set up against a wall, press the co-op button, and tell your partner that you're ready. The co-op moves allow spies to boost each other over walls, become human ladders, and there's even an excellent torpedo move where one spy flings the other at an enemy to knock him out. The co-op levels are larger than the normal single-player levels, and they don't just encourage teamwork, but they actually force players to use it. There's some instances where you simply can't get to the next area without boosting your friend up or having one player take care of a security camera while the other runs by. Chaos Theory also includes the Versus mode, which is really an upgraded system that was used in Pandora Tomorrow. The Versus mode actually looks incredibly good compared to the last version. There's also a few new moves that each character can use. The co-op moves from the co-op section of the game have been ported over into the Versus mode, so now spies can actually help each other out, maybe lower each other down to certain areas, boost each other over walls to get the jump on the mercs. There are also a bunch of new levels in Versus mode. The levels are far more interactive than anything seen in Pandora Tomorrow. There will be an objective that the spies have to complete, and after they complete an objective, the objective will change and a whole new section of the level will open up. Another part of Versus mode that's really interesting is the disc hunt. This randomly scatters discs about any of the levels, so you're really going to get a different gameplay type every time. Graphically, Chaos Theory is pretty amazing. As I stated in my review, this is probably the closest gamers have ever come to a fully cinematic experience in a game. The levels, the layout, the presentation is all incredibly slick. This is only bolstered by the fact that it has excellent voiceover work and environmental effects. Playing with headphones or in a surround sound setup, you're really going to be turning your head to the left and right to try to find the source of these environmental noises. Speaking of noise, another addition to the gameplay is the sound meter. Now, sound has always been important to the Splinter Cell series, whereas if Sam makes too much of it, it will alert the enemies to his presence. But now there's a meter that actually measures how much noise that Sam's making. There's a sliding notch that goes up along with the ambient noise in the environment. If Sam's noise goes past the ambient noise, then it's likely that it's going to be heard by anyone around him. This really helps in terms of gameplay because now players have an exact visual representation of how much noise they're making. It actually makes things more fair by making them quantifiable. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory is by far the best entry into the Splinter Cell series. The AI problems from Pandora Tomorrow have been solved, the levels are large, they offer multiple paths, and with the co-op and versus mode, there's a ton of replay value. Anyone who's interested in stealth, action, a combination of the two, playing online, or playing with a friend should definitely pick this game up.
Oh no! You're going to kill me, right?
Only if you say the word monkey. Now tell me something I want to know.
Ammunition and medical supplies. Check around. Ah!